Hey there guys, welcome back to AFC Game by Game. That was brilliant to watch, to be honest, after what was a blip, I'm going to call it a blip in the week against Swansea, a 3-1 defeat there. That's been quickly put to the back of our minds with, first of all, the arrival of Aubameyang, the extension to Mesut Ozil's contract, and today's 5-1 victory against Everton. A side that were going into this game in good spirits, I'd say, following their victory last weekend. Theo Walcott at the heart of all their creativity, which is brilliant to see first and foremost. It's great to see Theo Walcott performing so well for Everton. Was very dangerous at times in this game, but we managed to keep him quiet, and if it wasn't for that poor goal that we conceded from Calvert-Lewin, it would have been a clean sheet. Very, very frustrating once again that we haven't kept a clean sheet at the back. At times, we still do look very haphazard. That partnership between Koscielny, Mustafi and even Petr Cech in goal is becoming more and more unconvincing as each game goes by. I don't want to dwell on too much of a negative because there's so many good things to say about today, but defensively, we clearly do still have problems, and the focus when summer comes around has to be in bringing in that Tony Adams type figure. I know it's so cliche to say that, but a leader at the back that can work well alongside Mustafi and help nurture those players like Callum Chambers, Rob Holding, and even players like Christian Bielik into the future. So as I say, don't want to dwell on that too much, but it's frustrating once again. I'm sure you all share my frustration that Arsenal haven't kept a clean sheet once again. Of course, even more frustrated for Petr Cech, who wasn't able to get his 200th clean sheet and was also taken off due to injury. Maybe that's partly down to why we conceded. He was playing through an injury in that instance, but I wish him all the best of luck. He's again a player that I want to see Arsenal look to replace come the summer, but before that happens, I do want to see him get that 200th clean sheet, so hopefully he's not out for too long. But let's get into how things started up today. It was a brilliant, electrifying start to the game, the exact same way in which it started against Crystal Palace not too long ago. The team lineup was, I'd say, it was a bit unexpected for what I wanted to see. We played with no real wingers. Mkhitaryan and Ozil providing the width on either flank, with Aubameyang playing through the middle, and then it was a midfield three of Ramsey, Xhaka and Iwobi playing as kind of the tip of the diamond, and then, well, tip of the triangle should I say, and then that back four, which as I say, I don't think you need to tell me how, I don't think you need me to tell you my thoughts on it, as I've pretty much just reiterated it all for you there. That front three was exceptional in that opening 20 minutes. They were absolutely sublime, blew Everton away. Mesut Ozil at the heart of pretty much everything we did going forward. He looks really good, but Mkhitaryan as well. I mean, the plaudits have to go to him today. 3 assists on his debut, his home debut. In his first start as an Arsenal player, it's really, really promising. And if we can get him to express the type of play that he wasn't able to do under Mourinho, I mean, we've got a real world-class talent on our hands here. And I think someone like Mkhitaryan is going to benefit our style of play more than someone like Alexis Sanchez did at the time. Let's not get it twisted. We have lost a world-class player in Alexis Sanchez, but in terms of how Arsenal want to play, I think Mkhitaryan is going to be a perfect fit for us. You saw the way he was linking up with not just Mesut Ozil, but Aubameyang, Aaron Ramsey, Granit Xhaka. I mean, everyone seems to have a very good understanding of each other in this team, and despite only being in the team for a week or so, Aubameyang and Mkhitaryan, I mean, Mkhitaryan hasn't even been in the team a couple of days. They all look very suited to our style of play. Aubameyang making the runs. You've got Ozil providing width and creating chances, finding pockets of space where other players normally wouldn't, and everyone playing for each other. The way we move the ball now is so much faster. There's no one dilly-dallying on it. There's no one slowing it down. There's no one looking to hog the ball too much. I think you all know exactly who I'm referring to with these comments, but we are keeping the ball moving. It's progressive every single time. Of course, this performance is only brilliant if we can follow it up with a good performance away from home at Spurs. These home performances as of late have been superb, but if we can't get the results away from home, I mean, the way we played against Swansea was just the complete polar opposite to what we saw today. And we've got to be going to Spurs now and making a statement victory. That would be, I think we've got to win at Spurs if we want to get into the top 4 this season, and we really do have the pressure on us following that defeat at Swansea to get more and more points on the board. It's we've kind of got to win every game now from here on in, and then we've got to go into the Europa League and win that as well. So it's a very pressurised time of the season for Arsenal, but that was a very exciting team that started today. A bit disappointing not to see Lacazette in the team. I think it was always going to be quite hard to shoehorn him in, but I think we do have to find a system which allows us to play Aubameyang, Lacazette, Mesut Ozil and Mkhitaryan. It's going to be very difficult, and don't get me wrong, the front three that started today was so I think tranquil was the word for it. They were so subtle in what they did, but they set the game alight at times. They were really pleasing to watch. Mesut Ozil, honestly think he's playing some of the best football of his Arsenal career. I don't think he had a goal contribution today, but he was He just making everything tick over. He slowed the ball down. He played the game the way he wanted to play it, played at his own pace, and made everything happen for Arsenal today. Aaron Ramsey as well in midfield, so good to have him back. He getting a hat trick. I mean, massive plaudits had to go to him. Come back into the team after a couple of weeks out of injury. And we have missed his style of play. What he does, I think he brings out the best in Xhaka as well. Xhaka had a good game today, and it just shows what he's capable of when played in his right position with those runners beyond him in Alex Iwobi and Aaron Ramsey. And Ramsey just proving testament to the position he's got in this Arsenal team. And it's vital that we pen him down to a contract because he's going to be out of contract next summer, which is a situation that I don't want us to find ourselves in, especially given everything that's gone on with Mesut Ozil and Alexis Sanchez this past year or so. It's vital that we get him penned down, but also Jack Wilshere as well. A lot of players that we need to pen down in this squad and start building a team, because if this is the new Arsenal, if a new dawn is coming, then it's vital that we get those key players down, those mainstays in the squad. Wilshere, Ramsey certainly are two players that I want to see go the distance with Arsenal and never leave the club, really. They're two players that I really, really adore. And it's good to have those options. I mean, we've been playing Jack Wilshere a lot the past 2 months, but Ramsey's come in and provided something completely different to what we've seen. So really exciting times in the midfield. I do still think we need a little bit of defensive grit at the back, someone even behind Granit Xhaka, and then again the defence as well needs improving, as I've already mentioned. But going forward, I mean, it just seems to be perfect. And then to have an option like Lacazette off the bench is very confidence boosting, and the manner in which we scored our goals today, everyone working for each other, Everton not really offering a lot, and it's brilliant to get this kind of statement victory after what Big Sam had said going into this game, and that Arsenal don't know how to defend. Hands up, yeah, we definitely don't, but well, you should probably take a look at yourself, Sam, because I don't think you're making a great example of yourself in games like this. But it's good to win that game today. I'm not going to go through all of the goals, but each one was as good as the next. Really good team play in each one. Mkhitaryan and Ramsey at the heart of most of them. But the creative play, the runs from Aubameyang, I'm really excited by this Arsenal team. But as I say, this victory only really counts if we can follow it up with getting a result at Spurs away next weekend. We've got a week now to prepare for that game, so that should only play in our favour. We should have players like Aubameyang, Lacazette, Wilshere, etc. bonding that bit more, gelling, and hopefully seeing the squad really go into that game and be as ruthless as we have been today. If we can start the games as quickly away from home as we are at home, then there's no reason why we can't be winning away. And there's no reason why, I think it's probably a bit too late to say we can make something of this season, but if we can just scrape into the top four, and if we can win the Europa League and get that League Cup final win over Man City, this can still be somewhat of a positive season. But as I was saying yesterday with Woz and JJ on Cannon Chat, it does seem to be coming to the end of Arsene Wenger's tenure at the minute, and if that is to be in the summer, then I think that can only be a good thing for us. Like, the style of football we played today was brilliant, and victories like this will only aid the next manager that comes in, because you'll have that good morale, you'll have Arsene Wenger leaving on a positive note if we can finish this season on a high, and it would be, I think, the calmest and the most sensible and logical resolution for everything that's going on at Arsenal, because there have been things that have gone wrong, but the players we're bringing in, the fact that we haven't really touched our transfer kitty with all the players that have gone out, I think we're still in profit. So if we leave all that dry for the new manager to come in, we can splash 100 million in the summer and get those players that we need: a centre half, a central defensive midfielder, a winger, and we're good to go. Arsenal are reborn, but these are all ifs, buts. We don't know what's going to happen, but a victory today is very confidence boosting. But I don't want to get in over my head. Let's follow this up with a win at Spurs, and get the good times rolling again. But really delighted to see Aubameyang get his first goal for Arsenal, marginally offside. I don't want to get into that, but it's good to see him finish it with such elegance. Mkhitaryan as well, linking up with his former colleague. The two of them, each of them, two new additions to the squad that look like they've been playing in an Arsenal shirt for years. It's great to see that, and all round, very good team performance beyond the defence today. Really, really pleased with how things have gone. Get your thoughts on the game in the comments box below. Drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. And as always, I'll be speaking to you very, very soon. See you later, guys.